Released May 25th, 2010 by United Front Games exclusively for the PS3, this is your review for Modnation Racers. The story and plot of this game, for lack of better imagery or pictures up on the video that you're seeing now, Tag in the red circle is the main character that you'll be playing as through the campaign. He wants to be a racer. He currently is kind of a graffiti kind of artist type guy, but on cars. And the guy in the yellow is kind of his mentor slash mechanic kind of guy. He's helping him through it, but he doesn't quite see eye to eye with him. He doesn't like the flashy paint. He doesn't like... You figure out who he is through the plot. The people in the blue are going to be just a few of the enemies that you have to race and win against in the Modnation Racers Championship that you will be trying to win. The graphics and art for the game follow kind of a Vinyl Toys. I don't know. I didn't really know much about them until I looked into this game. Kind of look to them with a little bit of a cartoony edge. The sound in the game is on cue with what you'd expect from this kind of cartoony kart racer type of game, but the in-game music itself is a little bit different, so I will, without knowing how to explain it well, I will let you listen to a bit of it right here. So now that you kind of have a feel for what the music in the game and sound is like, let's move on to gameplay. Gameplay has been compared to a lot to Mario Kart, but also has a bit of a Little Big Planet. I was going to say LBP. The Little Big Planet feel to it. You can create pretty much anything that you can think of that would have anything to do with this game. You can create characters, you can create your own car, and you can create your own track. These are easy to use mechanics that are fairly easy to figure out at the start, but to master them and figure out every little detail that you can alter and change will take a little bit of practice, but it will give you a really in-depth ability to create what you want to create. The controls for the game itself are pretty much the same as what you'd see from a Mario Kart game, except for instead of the A button for gas and that sort of thing, it's got the more modern trigger gas and the trigger reverse and slash brake. The X, or what would have been the A button in Mario Kart, that sort of thing, is going to be used for drifts and stuff. The replayability of this game are pretty high, just looking at it from the point of view that there's so much you can create. There's pretty much an unlimited amount of tracks that you'll be able to race on in this game. There are unlimited amounts of enemies that you'll be able to race against if you play online. You can create whatever you want. You can play through the single player multiple times. It doesn't have like that overbearing story that holds you down, but it's got a story that's relatively interesting to play through a few times. The presentation itself is well crafted. It's a solid game. It takes care of what it needs to take care of. It is what it is, and it feels like a great game. Another awesome part to it that they added, though, are the announcers in the game, which are Biff and Gary. They have these random arguments about just stupid stuff. They're a very dysfunctional couple of announcers that don't quite see eye to eye on things. One is the more, here's what I'm doing, here's my job, let's get the news across kind of guy, while the other guy's like, let's just pick on the nerdy guy that's doing his job right. It's entertaining. You'll know what I mean if you go ahead and rent it or pick it up, which this does deserve. The overview for this game, I'm going to say, overall it is really hard to give it anything but a 9.5 out of 10. I've seen a lot of other websites give it similar scores, but after playing through it, I do fully agree with that score. I don't think anybody should take scores on any website too seriously or overbearing or make them decide, but that's what I give it. That's how I feel about it. Give it a rent if it looks interesting to you, or go ahead and just pick it up. It's certainly worth a buy, and you'll have plenty of fun with it. that's the end of this review, so I will see you guys. I'll have a StarCraft 2 review coming up soon, and I believe Banco is working on a new one as well. So go ahead, buy, rent, whatever, just give it a try.